Hello, 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 everyone. Oh my God, it has been a little bit since I've done a video, and I will be honest, a lot of that comes from not having a lot to say. I haven't felt very inspired lately and very motivated to share something. And one thing I have promised myself is that I will not force myself to do a video just to do a video. Usually when I come on, I've got something to say. I've either shared something with someone else or experienced something that I want to share. And so today I just want to remind you guys of something that I think is very important. When you go into the stores now, everything is starting to be holiday. Believe it or not, we have about 10 days left of September, which means October is about here, which means Halloween is out. And when Halloween is out, you've already got Thanksgiving out and Christmas is out in some stores as well. And there's something that starts to happen with the holiday mentality where people start to check out. And if you're not where you wanted to be for the year, right now, whatever the case may be, people start to look at the calendar and say, you know what? It's the end of the year. I'll just restart in January. And I'm here to tell you that is the absolute most ridiculous, it's just a waste of life. And here's why. So when you look at the calendar, there's about 109 days, I think it is to be exact, 109 days left to the year. So let's just say 100. Let's just say 100. And for example, I had set myself up that I wanted to lose weight and I wanted to get back into the gym and I wanted to go back to how I looked in 2018 and I wanted to get all that together. And I was talking to somebody about it the other day and they said, well, Juan, you know what? Like maybe just start in January because like the holidays are coming. I was like, what does the holidays coming have to do with what I'm working on right now? And they're like, well, you know, there's a lot of food and people will be giving gifts and there's cookies and cakes and this and that. And I go, let's be clear. Thanksgiving is one day. Christmas is about 2 days because I do Christmas Eve, Noche Buena, as I'm Cuban, and there's Christmas Day. So let's just say 2 days. And New Year's Eve is one day. We're talking about 4 days in the next 100 days. And you should just give up. Just give it up. Because the 96 days that you have to work on yourself, just give it up. It doesn't matter where you're at. And I am here to wake you up to the fact that there is 100 days left to this year. A little bit more than that. 100 days. 100 days. And your destiny, your purpose, your passion, what you want to achieve, all of that can start right now. And it is completely and entirely up to you how wasteful you are with the time that God has given you. And I want you to understand that when you have another day in this life, when you wake up, you've got another 24 hours. And I want you to understand that we are usually asking and praying and hoping and wishing for a goal or to move forward in life or to get better. And I want you to think about if you had a conversation with God and in January you said, God, I want to lose weight. I want to be in the best body of my life. And he's like, well, I thought you wanted that in September. And you're like, yeah, but the holidays were coming. And he's like, but you had 96 out of those 100 days that were not a holiday. Why didn't you start working on that there? The thing is this, momentum starts slowly and then it picks up and it builds. It's like a runner, like a hamster wheel. Like you ever seen a hamster when they've been going and all of a sudden they're like going? You got to start somewhere. And so I use physicality a lot because I've understood at this point in my life that what you are doing with your body translates to what you're doing with your mind, and what you're doing with your body and mind and spirit and soul translates to business, translates to goals, translates to relationships. And so my point is this, if you haven't worked out once all year, if you haven't ate well, if you haven't been good to your temple and you say, I'm going to start somewhere, what if that just means cut out fast food, cut out the sodas, and I'm going to work out, let's just say 3 times a week. If you work out 3 times a week for the next 100 days, you will have been so much closer to your goal than you will be if you just wait till January 1st. And the thing is, if you have the mentality of, I'm going to wait, you're not going to do it in January either. Because you've already told your psychology, you've already told yourself, like, it's really not that important to me. You know, if you're going to wait to start your business and start working because it's been challenging and it's not really going anywhere till January, you've told the universe, you've told God, you've told your psychology, it's not really working right now. It's not really worth it. And so you almost block your blessings and you block the things that you're supposed to be attracting. So my goal for you is to start now. Start now. Take baby steps, connect to the right people, do something now that your 90-day, that in 100 days on January 1st, you will look back and say, oh, thank God I started in September. Thank God I didn't let 100 days go to waste. It's 100 days, people. It's literally a third of the year is left. Don't listen to those people that say holidays are upon us, lay down and die. Don't listen to those people that say give up on your goals and give up on your diet. This is it. This is the time. You've been given this day. You've been given this moment, and it is completely up to you. We are living in too much of a passive time where people are talking about what's going on and the good and the bad, and they don't ever really acknowledge and look at and focus on what part they play in that. You are the one in control of your life. And now good and bad things will happen. Detours will happen. But that's why you've got to go when you can go. Because the detours will happen. And if you're going and a detour, but you were already on track. But if you were never on the track, then when the detour happens, you're just further from the track. Does that make sense? So like if this is the track right here, if you're on it and you have a detour, you might go, and come right back to the track, right? But if you're over here and you have a detour, now it's like, whoa, you're all the way. So now when you come back to where you were, you're still not even on track. So get on track today. And so again, this has nothing to do with business. This has everything to do with personal goals, personal self. I mean, it has everything to do with business, but I'm saying not just for business people. There's so many different types of people that follow this page. There's a big Disney following, there's a Mary Kay following, there's some Herbalife friends, and there's people of all walks of life. And all that I'm saying is search within you and say, man, what is it I want to accomplish before 2020? Whatever that is starts today, starts right now. It is completely and entirely up to you to make that change happen. And it can be so easy to do absolutely nothing. It is always easy to do absolutely nothing and eat conveniently and not take care of ourselves and not love on ourselves and not connect with God in spirit and not connect with other people and not serve other people. Here's another mentality. Whose blessings are tied to yours, and because of your selfishness of, I'll do it next year in 100 something days, are you delaying? I want you to think of this example. If you run a small business like Mary Kay or Herbalife or anything like that, where you recruit people, and when you recruit them, they have an opportunity to earn more income. And God has destined that Melissa will join Juan's team when Juan decides he's going to get out there and meet new people. And Melissa is praying and praying and praying, and Melissa says, I need something more. I need something more. I need more money. I need to have a sisterhood. I need to meet people that connect with me. And God says, I know the perfect match. Juan and Melissa, this is going to work. You're going to thrive on his team. You're going to succeed on his team. But Juan has decided that he's going to start in January. So Melissa has to go through 100 more days of struggle because you decided that these 100 days, just throw them out the window. It kind of makes you want to move a little more when you think of like, oh my God, there's other people who need me to rise up. The world is waiting for you to take your position so that you can help other people. I talked to a friend about this today, about like people going to church. I heard this at church a few weeks back and it was so powerful to me. See, a lot of times we go to church when we're feeling down. Let's just say this is our meter of joy, of feeling good, right? And so you go to church because you're here and it fills you up. And then by next Saturday, you're here and you go back to church. And then next Saturday, and you go back to church. And what do you do with that? Because if you're only going to church to refill your personal meter, then you are very selfishly refilling your cup. But if you go to church on Sunday and you fill up so much that you can give, so that by Saturday you're like, whew, I need to go to church. And you go to church and you fill up, but you give, and you're back here. Now you are going to church to fill up with God, to glorify Him, to give to other people. Woo! Does that make sense? So if you go to God to fill up so that He can use you to bless other people, then that is the right way that you're going to church. It's not for a selfish need. Now, in the process, yes, you are lifted and you are winning and you are benefiting from that. But if all you're doing is, I feel good. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I feel good again. I am tired. Oh, Sunday, God is good. Oh, I'm so tired. If that's all you're doing, then you are a Facebook Christian and you are a social media Christian, and all you're doing is connecting with God for your personal needs, which is the most selfish thing you can do. Connect with God. It will help your personal needs in order for you to bless other people, because that's what we're here to do. You are put on this life to connect with other people, to help other people. And the more we wait, the more we waste our time not doing that, the more people that are negatively affected by that. Yes? I hope this reaches you today. I hope this impacts you today. I hope you will like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things that happen with social media. Share this with somebody who needs to hear it, and know that there's a reason why we're connected. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, bye, bye.